Hi, I'm Dr. Terry Bruce. I'm the manager of the Jordan Hall Imaging Facility in the Biological Sciences Department at Clemson University. And right now we're going to be looking at how to mount a cover slip onto a glass slide. And it's not as easy as it seems, and here's why. First of all, you need to make sure that you have the right materials ready to go before you start to mount your cover slip. You don't want to get things in your hands and then not be able to grab what you need. So first you need to decide how you're going to mount your cover slip, what kind of mounting media you're going to use. You're going to need some kind of media between your cover glass and the glass of the slide, otherwise your cells will dry out. So options for this include glycerin or PBS glycerol, a 50-50 mix. There are also several different commercial mounting medias available on the market, including those that have DAPI in them, so they have stains in them to stain nuclei, or they can be wet mounts or hard set mounts for permanent cover slip saving. So today I'm going to be using glycerin, and you want to take your slide. I like frosted slides so that I can use a pencil to identify what's on my slide. You're going to want to use pencil because even permanent marker comes off with ethanol. So the first thing that you have to do is put your mounting media onto your slide itself. And you want to try not to get too many bubbles when you're doing this. So make sure that you have enough so that you don't have air spaces underneath your cover glass when you put it onto the glass slide. Next, we're going to use, again, here's our trusty needle nose. And I suggest when you go to get your cover glass, and this is kind of important, leave that last wash inside your staining chamber. The reason is, if you don't, the surface tension is going to hold your cover slip to the bottom, and you have a higher likelihood of breaking the cover glass that you worked so hard to stain. So we'll grasp our cover glass, and then we're going to position it with the edge just touching our mounting media. Then you want to slowly lower it down and gently let it fall so that you don't get a lot of air bubbles in here. Next, you want to take a Chem wipe and just lay it over the top. Don't press on it, just lay it over the top to collect any excess around the edges. Gently lift it up. Don't disturb your cover glass. And next we want to seal this so that the cover glass doesn't move during the time that we're imaging. Now there are different ways that you can seal your cover glass to your slide. This is again something that you want to talk to your imaging facility director about, because certain facilities have rules about the types of adhesives that you can use. Some people use super glue, some people use nail polish. If you use nail polish, I do suggest a xylene based nail polish that has the Insta-Dry. Know that sometimes nail polish can affect the way that your cells appear around the border, so you want to be very careful with this material. The best material that you can use, one that your facility directors are not going to get upset about and that's not going to cause any kind of artifacts in your slide, is something called Valop. Valop is something that you can make in your lab with Vaseline, lanolin, and petroleum jelly. And it's a low temperature, also paraffin is in this, and you make this as a low temperature melt wax. I have the recipe on the website. The nice thing about this is if you get it onto an objective, all you need to do is put the objective into an oven and let it melt away. So for this, I'm going to use a paintbrush. My paintbrush here is a little big. You probably want to use something a little smaller. And you can either dot on the edges to secure it, or you can, if you would prefer, paint all the way around. This wax is going to seal the glass cover slip directly to the slide. Who says scientists can't be artists? Now, the important thing to understand about Valip is that this is fine to go into the refrigerator, not fine for the freezer. This wax will crack and break on you. So if you want to keep this for a longer time, you can keep it in the refrigerator. And that's how you do your cover slip.